What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Before we get into it, though, if you like this content, make sure you drop a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $19 best bet and my NHL breakaway, make sure you head to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. I also have something new and exciting coming up here at Pickdawgz. If you're a big bettor looking to hit the books hard on the ice, you'll want to check out my all-access Power Play Pass. Now, I'll be honest, this service is not for everybody. This is for the bettors dropping $1,000 per game or more on the NHL, and for the people that want that elevated top-tier advantage to get a man up on your book. Now, this package will feature the rating of my plays for the first time, as well as late info plays that I bet throughout the day based on goalie news, injuries, etc. If it's not your cup of tea, that is 100% totally fine. We will still be cooking up premium winners daily at Pick Dawgz Premium. We'll still be covering every game every day right here on the Wraparound. But if you want more information, text 775-636-7674 and we will get you hooked up. Anyways, NHL action Wednesday. You ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game on Wednesday's card takes us to the Wells Fargo Center, where the Philadelphia Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres. And I'll tell you, this Buffalo Sabres team has been able to find some goals as of late. They've scored 14 goals in their last 3 games. They're gone 2-1 in those games. And more often than not this season, this Buffalo Sabres team is getting 3 or more goals. But I think they're punching a little bit above their weight. I think the regression monster is going to sneak up on them at some point. On the other side, I think it has started to sneak up on the Philadelphia Flyers, who cooled off after a hot start. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. But the Philadelphia Flyers have had a knack for playing certain teams tough this season and rising to the occasion when called upon. They only lost 3-2 to the Carolina Hurricanes, lost 3-2 to the Vegas Golden Knights, which are some solid teams as well. I think these are just 2 teams that really want to be able to build some momentum, especially defensively. So I'm going to go with the under 6.5 here, but I'm going to look at this game a bunch of different ways. I'm looking at the under 6.5. I like this game to go to overtime, 60-minute tie at plus 330. And the number one, when I kept capping this game, I just kept coming back to 3-2. Whether it's for Buffalo or for Philadelphia, to me it's a coin flip. I don't have a great read on the side in this game. But I keep getting back to a 3-2 correct score. So I did some research. The price is the same for 3-2 for whichever side you back. So it's worth sprinkling a little bit on both sides just for the heck of it to have maybe a couple bucks on. But plus 2,500 on the correct score of 3-2 for the Sabres or the Flyers in this one. Next, we head to the Scotiabank Saddledome, where the Calgary Flames take on the Dallas Stars. And the Calgary Flames, I think they desperately needed to win that game against the Edmonton Oilers in the Heritage Classic. And they just couldn't get the job done. Lost that game 5-2. Now losers of 5 in a row, the Flames are, in 7 of their last 8. And in all 7 of those losses, the Flames have scored 2 goals or less. And like I said, it's just not working out for the Flames offensively right now. And I don't think it's going to look any different here against the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars, they've got my front runner for the Vezina. I've said it before in Jake Ottinger. They played really well. They've won 5 of their first 7 games to start the year, 4 of their last 5 overall. Now, this price looks a little bit funky for Dallas, but I think it's because some of the head-to-head trends favor the Flames here. The underdog, 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these 2 teams. The Stars are just 2-5 in their last 7 meetings with Calgary. But right now, for my money, the Stars are just head and shoulders the better team. They've got a significant edge in goaltending. Jacob Markstrom in his career has had success against the Stars, but I don't think this is going to be one of those spots where he builds on those numbers. I'm going to take the Dallas Stars on the money line in this one. Next, we head to the Ball Arena, where the Colorado Avalanche take on the St. Louis Blues, and the Colorado Avalanche have to snap out of it a little bit. They started the year 6-0, now have had back-to-back shutout losses to close out their road trip to the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Buffalo Sabres. Now they get back home, where the Avs had a history, of playing their better hockey. This season they're already 2-0 at home. But I think there's value here with the St. Louis Blues. The St. Louis Blues, they've alternated wins and losses in each of their first 7 games so far this year. A lack of consistency, to say the least. But the St. Louis Blues, if you're following that pattern, that means that they're probably due to win this game. But the thing for me with the Colorado Avalanche is that they're banged up. Cale Makar and Bowen Byram, 2 of the top defensemen for the Avalanche, are questionable for this game. Makar left, I believe, last game with that injury, and Bowen Byram, he's like I said, he's banged up as well. And for the Avalanche, they've worked Alexander Georgiev to the bone, so much so I think they're going to be calling up Ivan Prosvetov here for the start. Prosvetov saw some action in the 4-0 loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Stopped all 5 shots he faced in that game, but again, it's going to be the first real action that he's had, significant action this season. It's a guy that was not great in Arizona, and I just don't know if he's going to be any better here. The Avalanche, like I said, when they're healthy, they are one of, if not the best team in the NHL. But banged up, with Prosvetov likely starting here. Wouldn't surprise me if Georgiev went, but Prosvetov likely the starter, and Jordan Binnington on the other side for the Blues, with how he can stand on his head and keep his team in games. Got to take a shot on the Blues here, plus the 1.5. I'm going to take him on the money line as well for a sprinkle at plus 190. And our final game on Wednesday's card takes us to the Honda Center, where the Anaheim Ducks take on the Arizona Coyotes. And in the past, I know we're only 9 games into the season, but in the past, later on in the year, I would have been like, do we really have to talk about this game? But now this is actually a pretty relevant matchup right now. I mean, the Anaheim Ducks coming off of their road trip where they swept the whole road trip. They won all 4 games, including wins over teams like Boston, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh. And the Arizona Coyotes, well, they've been one of the more surprising teams, in spots this season and last season as well. And I was really surprised when they came out and put the boots to the Chicago Blackhawks last time out by a final count of 8-1. And this Arizona team, they do play their better hockey at the Mullet Arena, but that's the problem. It doesn't serve them well here. Now, sure, Arizona's been able to pick up some wins here. They've almost got almost half of the win total that they had last year. They only won 7 games away from the Mullet Arena. But the Anaheim Ducks, they're the same way. This is a team that's surprisingly 4-2 on the road. Like I said, that 4-game road win streak helps a bit, but they can still battle at home, and they've been competitive against teams like Anaheim, against Boston and Dallas at home. I think the Ducks, have some momentum here. I know sometimes coming back off a road trip and playing your first game back on home ice can kind of throw off the momentum a little bit. I don't think it's that way with the Ducks. I think the Ducks will take any sort of sustained success that they have, not let it get to their heads here. And I'm going to take the Ducks here at even money. And like I said, maybe it's a funky line here, but give me the Anaheim Ducks in this one. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure you have notifications turned on to get the newest and most up-to-date content here at Pick Dawgz. And a reminder, if you're looking for my best bets, check out Pick Dawgz Premium. And another reminder, if you're looking for more information on my all-access Power Play Pass, to find out if this is for you, make sure to text 775-636-7674. Also, make sure to let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Good luck.